Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Catch. For me, it is Monday. For you, it is Tuesday. So I hope you're having a good week so far. I have finally gotten my act together. I know this took me forever. You know how you get an idea and you're like, ooh, yeah, let's make a journal out of a calendar. And then I started thinking about it and I'm like, I'm not really sure how to do that. And I'm still not really sure how to do it, but we're just going to do it. So, and I'm sure somebody's done this. I have no idea. But I have all these freaking old calendars, planners, whatever. Just use whatever you have. It doesn't matter. If you want to just like use some pictures. My daughter gave me this calendar. And a lot of times I just look at the dates. I don't write in these because I have a wall calendar that I usually end up writing on. But sometimes they're like in the kitchen. Just grab it and look at it. But I have one of these blank calendars. This I probably won't use because I can use it. I used to do these for my mother-in-law and do kind of like a scrapbook calendar where I put pictures of the kids when they were little and all that jazz. But I might do, you know, something like that again. So, but I have like this one. I have this planner that never got used from 2023, 2024. I have this one, 2023. This one has really awesome pictures in it. So I don't know. I don't want to use this one because, I mean, yeah, they're just super. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind that one, the lizard. But anyhow, I think I'm going to use this one. But these little ones would even be fun. You know, you can tear as many pages out as you want. So what I've decided is that I'm going to use it like an altered book. So I'm going to do similar things to it that you would do to an altered book. The really cool part is they're often bound already. And so that's super fun. You can tear out as many pages as you want. You don't have to worry about it affecting the binding like you do in a book. Because if you tear out too many from one spot, it gets all wobbly, lopsided and all that. You don't have to worry about that if you have these. So, yeah, you can tear whatever you want out of that. Would be good. I have this big one that some of the pages are falling out and you can probably see that they're perforated. So if I was going to use this one, yeah, this one is a hard one for me because I really like these plants and it would be super cool to do like a pocket page. You could even bring it all the way up to there and have this become a big pocket for a tag. You could cut this one down because it doesn't have the spiral binding, but the problem is the pages keep falling out of it. You can probably see because they're just perforated. So this one's probably not the best. It would be great if it was a better perforation that was hanging on, because you definitely could fold them like this or whatever, fold the cover or cut the cover so it'd be like a real tall, skinny, almost like a ledger type journal, and it would be very cool. But I need to think on that. I guess you could kind of washi it, but man, it's so tight in there that would be a hard one, but it would be cool. So I might think on that one some more. But what I'm going to start with, since I've never done this before, is this one, because I feel like, well, for one, it's really cool because this comes out, but I think I might leave it because I'm going to use my see, that comes out and I could put something totally different in there, which I might do. I don't know on that yet. I haven't totally decided, but there's like this cool big pocket. I'm just going to use it kind of like an art journal, and I'm going to do whatever I want to it. Anything, paint, art dolls, because I'm going to use my Whimsical Houses and my Whimsical Dolls digitals. But see, like, you can fold this page over, turn this into a great big pocket, decorate it. You could paint, like you could even put some, oh my gosh, my brain is not working, mixed media paper over the parts you don't want to see, but you could leave some of the numbers in the calendar spots and stuff like that. And I do like the flowers and stuff on this one, but use whatever you want. And if you don't like your calendar, you don't like anything about it, cover it. Just cover it up with scrapbook paper or digitals or whatever you want. But see, like you can just write on these. Obviously, that's what it's for already. But I just don't use a lot of calendars. But I have all these calendars and I'm like, you know, I really should do something with them. I hate just throwing them in the garbage. And I know a lot of people I've seen tear out the images and use those in journals, which that's awesome too. I just want to try to make a journal out of the actual book, like art journal or whatever. And like I said, a lot of the pages are probably going to go away because that would take me forever. And by the time it was finished, it would be this big, huge gator mouth thing, which isn't awful, especially for like an art journal. But I think I'm going to take some pages out. So I guess we'll just get started and see where we land is basically what's going to happen. But use anything, any calendar you want. If you have a calendar, use it. Okay. If you're like, I don't have any old calendars, then just use a composition notebook and do something fun with it. Like turn it into kind of like Nancy did for her collages. Just make it into something fun. Because you can add, just like any other journal, you can add pockets to them. You could even tear them and fold up the bottom and have like a pocket up higher. I mean, whatever. Do whatever you want. Because, right, it's going to be garbage. Most likely. I think that's what a lot of us do with them. But it's a great thing, especially if it has some kind of binding already, because then you don't have to worry about how you're going to bind it together. And sometimes I just want to create. I don't want to worry about bindings and all that. And then my one, because as I stipulated before, I thought it would be fun, use a calendar and one item from the thrift store that maybe you wouldn't normally use. I have these, my husband and I found these cork tiles, for lack of a better term, that are sticky on the back. He's going to do some coasters with them, but I thought I could steal a couple and use them somehow. Like you could tear them and put them down as texture bits in the journal. So anyway, yeah, we got those at Idaho Youth Ranch. Oh, I gotta show you the key holder he made. Hold on just a second. Okay, so this one, speaking of whimsical houses, and I left all the keys on because I didn't want to deal with taking them all off and all that. But anyhow, this hangs in our laundry room, and he made this one out of wood. This is wood, doors are wood, but this is all acrylic. The white is all acrylic. So, and then he added the key hooks, so that hangs in our laundry room. Isn't that so cute? I just love that. He was talking about maybe painting the flowers because he's got that model paint, so that might happen. I don't know. And then set it on my fabric stack. He also did Sasquatch, which I love. I love to watch shows about Sasquatch and Bigfoot, whatever you want to call it. But he did 3 different kinds of wood that he cut on the Glowforge, and then you just layer them. So that was super fun. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and then my minor was anthropology, and I've always loved like primatology and all that kind of thing. So I've just always sort of been fascinated with like Gigantopithecus, which is essentially what I think of as Bigfoot, that kind of thing. So I've just always found that fascinating. And so I'd love to watch those shows and see what, you know, what they think, what they find, all that kind of stuff. They usually don't find much, but we've been watching the Expedition Bigfoot. That is a very good show. So anyways, we like Bigfoot. So that's why the Bigfoot. If you're like, that doesn't seem like something we would like, but we do. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do this? I really don't know what I want to do yet, you guys. I just want to do fun stuff. This page is kind of plasticky. This page might just go away. But I'm going to wait until I decide. This is actually a good writing spot. So maybe what I want to do, I cut out all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. art dolls, houses. Oh, they're a little tall, huh? It'd be cute to do like a whole row of the little houses up there. Yeah, this is going to be a try it and see how it goes kind of thing, because I might use just this paper. I didn't plan it out yet is what I'm, this would be good because these are all pretty little down here. So maybe we're just going to tear this and put this up there to start. Just to get started. And we're not going to worry about all of it. So yeah, I need to say hugs and blessings to Rhonda, Nan, Fern, and Judy. Thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting. I really appreciate it. I do always try to answer my comments. So thank you when you do comment. I'm very grateful. It does help my YouTube channel. Any activity on the channel, likes, dislikes, talking to each other, whatever. So yeah, whatever helps. I think I might just do like that for that piece. Yeah, I just thought using a calendar would be fun, and then I was like not really sure how I wanted to do it. But I think you could definitely do it with the big folding, or, you know, regular, just normal calendar, not a planner. You're just going to have to, like I said, make sure that it will stay together, like that one was falling apart. But I think you could definitely do the same idea with it. And I think it would work just fine. So, yeah. I don't know, just something different. Don't have to worry about the binding. Do whatever you want in it for fun. Like, I may sell it, I may not. I don't know yet. It depends on how it goes. If it's just a complete hot mess, then I'll just keep it. But if it's something I feel like is okay to sell, I might do that. We've had lots of trial things lately where I'm not sure if they're going to work. It was like the last journal, but that one ended up okay with the envelopes on the front. You could add flip outs. I mean, there's like a lot of things I think you could do with these. Just treat it like an altered book, basically. Maybe you'll figure out some awesome way to make it something really different. I have no idea if I'm actually going to take it down here, if anybody's done like a journal out of a whole calendar or not. I know I've seen people use parts of them, but I'm sure they have. It's got to be a thing. If not, it is now. Right? Sticky. All sticky. And then I also thought it would be fun to use these art dolls because they're just fun. And maybe make like their body into, have a house for their body on some of them. Doesn't mean I'm going to do that to all of them. But I just thought that might be fun. This is the kind of mood I'm in, so could be real wacky around here. Don't know. Hopefully it'll just entertain you guys, if nothing else, right? Even if you decide I'm not doing that. And that's fine. That's all up to you. I don't, you do you, you know. These are my whimsical art dolls, and the whole kind of idea with the whimsical art dolls is you don't have to keep them together in like the way that I set them up when I, oh, this one's funny. You know, when you see the pages, I kind of did put them with a dress, a head with a dress with arms, that whole kind of thing, and legs. Really, the idea is just mix them up however you want and do them however you want. I mean, you know, of course you can do them that way. I just think it's fun to have all the pieces and parts and just go for it. Oh, I like her hair. She's got a lot of wow hair. See, but isn't that kind of fun to have the body be one of the houses? I think I'm going to do that. Just because it's fun. So yeah, this is what I'm doing with mine. And you can do yours however you like. If you're not crazy about the people, you can use, you know, some other kind of thing. But I think this is fun. I might put something else along there. Hold on just a minute. My husband's texting me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. He's running errands for me. So I don't want to, if he needs something, I don't want to not answer him. So anyways, I tore off another little piece of paper to put down here. And she's going to be walking on sunshine. I dare you not to sing the song in your head. So I'm just going to kind of put her there. So let's get this glued down. Yes, this is going to be a whimsical, fun thing. We are not going for reality here at all. Just going to have fun. And I tore off that page that was there because it was very shiny. But then this pocket isn't any better, so I don't think I helped anything by doing that. I was trying to get rid of some glare. At least she won't totally just be floating in the air like this. I like how the peak of the house is like her neck. And I'm going to put these in a little further because they're very long, these arms. So I think I'll cut a little bit off of them. But it's good to have it if you need it. Because you never know what you might want to do. That arm's going to come out like that. And there she is. Let's put this behind. That will work, huh? Yes. And I don't know when I'll use the cork. We'll figure it out. But that's my little challenge, very small challenge. And I'm using PVA glue in here. And these little bottles, I think I put them in my Amazon list along with the PVA glue because it seems to work fine. So I'm just going to keep using that. Do I want it up? Maybe a little higher. Like she's walking right on that piece of paper. I'm going to tip that a little. Should probably put her arm on so that I can see how far I want it. Yeah, I should have moved her legs over a little bit, but I think it'll be all right. Like so. This arm too. Okay. I'll use glue stick. And this is Scotch Create, or Scotch Permanent glue stick. They changed the name of it, and I keep wanting to say Scotch Create, but it's Scotch Permanent. And I get it on Amazon, and it should be in the description box too. Ooh, that was close. I think it'll be all right. I just realized I kind of didn't do very good back here. It's the only problem with thin paper. Sometimes it can be a stinker. So make sure you're checking both sides of your page if you're going to do this. She's very fabulous, I must say. This way. So then you still have room to write, which is lovely. We could add a little bit of this. Do I want that? Yeah, I think I do. I'll just go straight. Let's try to get it close to the same sort of width so it doesn't look strange. It's a little strange already, but that's okay. Let's see if we can. That's going to cover her shoe. We don't want to cover up her fabulous shoes. This stuff's very sticky. Okay, it's not perfectly straight, but it's okay. We're going with it. All right, so there's our first page done. And then the next one, I don't know. We might just have it as writing space because it's a lot of nice writing space, but I feel like that's boring, right? I feel like I want to do some circles and stuff because there's so many circles in this. You know, we could also for this one, I'm just gonna like punch some circles. But for another one, I think you could use whatchamacallit, paint, like Posca pens, and doodle some circles or whatever. Let's do. Since I don't really care about contacts and all that, I'm going to kind of cover up these random things that are on these pages, I think. Because then you can write about whatever you want. It doesn't have to be pertaining to that. You could also do this if you're like, hey, that would be really fun to do to my current planner or whatever. Yeah. Make it fun. Make your current one all fun. Doesn't have to be an old one. I just thought I have all these. Help me. What should I do with them? So we're going to turn them into art. And as I go, I'm sure more ideas will come, as always, when I'm making journals. Because that's just how it works. I do have some ideas already kind of floating around. One of them was this, you know, I want circles because there's lots of circles in the digital. A lot of the flowers are circles. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of run with that whole concept. I finally ordered some new little tiny scissors. I like the little ones I have. These are my favorite ever, as you can see, because they're all taped up and everything else, because I don't want to throw them away. But they're starting to pinch my fingers because they've broken again, yet again. And then, so I just ordered some more. I mean, it's not like they're hugely expensive. I just don't like to buy things if I don't need to. So I did get a couple pairs, so I have them because they are awesome. They're titanium blades on them, but the handles are garbage. I mean, they just break. See how they're all broken? No matter how much I tape them. But for fussy cutting, they're like the bomb diggity. And I really like them. Because they're so tiny, they get in all the little spaces and they're really sharp. Yeah, it's not really a rhyme or reason thing here. Oh, I guess I do want to cover that, huh? See, that's always the problem with the ink. With the inking. What did I do with the little eraser I just had? Oh, it's underneath the punch. This is the problem with white. Very often this works well, but you kind of got to catch it when the glue is still wet. Like the stripes over here. We'll have them going this direction. I left that little pink spot, but I could punch a smaller circle. I don't think that one will work. So let's see. Do I have a smaller circle? Sorry, this definitely wasn't well planned. That one's real small. That's okay though. Those are cute. Mm-hmm. No stripes. No stripes. That's not going to work very well, huh? Because I mostly cut stripes. I might have to put this one over here, and then I'll have to cut another one. Do you see how fun this is going to be? I think it's going to be fun anyway. Did I not? I don't think I inked that one. Okay. I like it. So I think that's all I'm going to do to that page because, like I said, I just want writing space. Oh, I could put one of these on. One that big. This one's fun. We could do, this one could be a double pocket. Well, so could that one. Because we can cut where those marks are. I kind of like the idea of this one because it'll give us a little more writing space. You can also use the houses as tags because they're a little bit bigger. Some of them, not, you know, I did small ones and big ones. I like that. Oh, we're going to do that one too, though. I'll figure it out in a minute. Let me get... So I'm just going to cut sort of along this. I'm saying sort of because I probably won't cut very accurately. Maybe. Obviously, you don't want to cut all the way, so leave yourself a little space and then start cutting. Ah, see, now I'm going to go sideways. Nope. Okay, so there's that pocket. Double pocket. And I printed those on cardstock. And I definitely will be taking pages out of here because it'll just be too many pages. I'm going to trim the edges on these. Just because that one will go in there. I really like the polka dots, but that's going to cover that. I'll probably back these, stitch around them, all that jazz. It's just cute. And then we could also put, oh yeah, I have these crazy things that I want to use up because this stuff just sits in here and takes up space in my craft room. That I've had for 100 years. Seems that way sometimes anyway. They are a little thick, and that's probably why they've been sitting around for so long, because they're thick. Not really sure why we decided chipboard was a great idea for scrapbooks. It's just so thick. I mean, it looks cool, but it's very thick. And yeah, these are obviously not a thing you can probably get anymore. So, sorry, just use what you have. You know, just make it fun. Colorful, fun. I'm pretty sticky still. But we're just going to make sure they're going to stay. Okay, so just a few of those. There are stars in the kit too, so if you're like, oh, I like the stars, but I don't have that, there are some stars in the Whimsical Houses kit. It's fun, if nothing else. I want to scoot over and just do one of these just to see what it's going to be like. I might just tear out some of those other pages. So, I was thinking, you could cut these off. You could add fabric to them. I'm folding this one down, so I might just go ahead and cut it off so it's not, because they are a little bit thick. They're kind of a, I don't know, plastic or whatever they are. So this one I'm going to cut off. But the other ones, I might, if I leave them out like that, I might just add some things to them. It's really just a trial and error, do whatever you like, kind of, because, yeah, I mean, how else are you going to do it? So this one I will glue along here and across the bottom so that it becomes like a big pocket. But I need to cover it first if I'm going to cover it, because, you know, we don't want this. I accidentally printed on thick paper. So I might just use it for this. Cardstock is the word I'm looking for there. So it's going to be that. And the start of the pocket is like that. I know, I'm doing it very precisely. I can always print the paper again if I totally mess it up. Where did I cut that? So we're going to line it up so that it's kind of like that. And oh, of course, it's not going to fit in my cutter that way. I'm a little bit off. I do need to cut a little bit off of here, or off of the side. So let me see. Fits now. Still a little off. Let me check. Not awful, not perfect, but not awful. I think that'll work. I just need to cut right there. And it's not going all the way to the bottom, but that's okay. And I'll need to cut that point off. I'm lining it up with one of the lines on here. If you're wondering what I'm doing, because I know it's hard to see the whole thing, I'm just going to cut a little bit of that off. Yeah, that should do it. And of course, you can choose to leave some of the numbers and whatnot, if that's what you want to do. And I might do that on some parts. Because I know I will get the question, why are you using a calendar if you're just going to cover it all up? So I'm using it so it doesn't go in the trash. And I probably won't cover it entirely. So this needs to get glued down. You could also cover this top part and leave that as a tuck. I don't really love upward tucks because I feel like stuff's just gonna fall out. It depends. If it's on at the top of a page, it's a little bit more, and that's just my own take on it. But you definitely can choose to do that. And much like an altered book, probably the least amount of glue necessary to hold things together is probably the best idea, so you don't get a whole lot of warping on the pages. Which I might just use. It is close over there. I just realized those holes. Is it gonna hang over? I guess I can trim it if it does. I'm gonna use the glue stick for this part. And the cool thing about these really big pockets like this is you can put much larger pieces of paper in, obviously. You know, rather than tags, or you could make big journaling cards or whatever, which we might do with like one of our art ladies or something like that, art dolls. Oops. Really want to line up that. And I'm just gonna kind of go over those just a bit right there. Not helpful. I'm just gonna pull it out if I do that. And I did go over a little, so I'll just fix that. So, the challenge, just in case you're like, well, I still don't get it. Just use a calendar and use something you got at a thrift store that maybe you haven't used before, that you're like, why did I even buy that? That would be kind of an added bonus to, I'm going to do this with a blade, to that whole challenge, right? Is to add just something that you normally wouldn't use, maybe, that you got at a thrift store, but you thought you'd use, obviously, or you wouldn't have bought it. This is being, I don't like these rubbery, because I can't hardly see it, for one thing, and two, they're not firm enough. Okay. So that's good. What did I just... Oh, my tear ruler. That little piece doesn't want to clip off of there. And I didn't get this straight, so that's where ink comes in. Because perfection is not my middle name. No, I do try. I do try to make everything as nice as possible, but it's handmade. This page is shorter than this page for some reason. I didn't do it. Oops. I always gotta get glue everywhere. Okay, so I think we'll stop there, and then we'll just continue on whenever we get time, because, you know, I am doing the other challenges and things like that, so I should have covered that first. I'm kind of a goofball. So, what do we do? We did our first lovely page with our art doll. I definitely like the house as the body. I think that's fun. And then we have this page with lots of circles and good fun stuff. But see, you can take these out. You can still write on all of that. So that's helpful. Yeah, and write on the back of those. So lots of writing space. And then we did our big pocket here, which I'll decorate, but we'll do that a different day. So I hope you guys try this. I hope you enjoy it. Just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be all serious. And if you mess it up, well, you're probably going to throw that calendar in the trash anyway. So I don't know. I just feel like just have fun with it and do some different stuff that maybe you wouldn't normally do. All right. I will see you again soon. I hope you like this. I hope you give it a try. And yeah, I'll see you. Love you. Bye.